What's happening, Coachella Valley? Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and we are here at the Jacqueline Cochran Regional Airport here in Thermal, California. And this is a special day for DesertJet, and we are featuring their fixed base operation here that has been put together. It's going to be amazing. Look at the beautiful views out here. Here's some information I want to tell you. Of course, Coachella just announced its lineup, and this airport is used quite often for jets that come in and out here in the East Valley. I heard from some of the officials here at DesertJet that, in fact, there are some days that we have actually broken records over Palm Springs International Airport. This is a county. The landlord is actually Riverside County. I just got done talking with Supervisor Perez just a second ago. Told me it took quite a few years to pull this off, but they are the landlord for Thermal Airport here, just 1 or 2 miles away from the BMW Performance Center, and of course the Thermal Racetrack, and very popular location. We got the PGA West, the American Express, coming into town just next week on Thursday. Don't forget, Maroon 5 is playing in La Quinta on Friday, and then of course the country band on Saturday. So I'm going to show you guys around. I'm on their observation area right here. I'm going to come on through and show you that they have just set up for a party, and they're celebrating this amazing FOB hangar, one of the only in that is actually air conditioning here in the Coachella Valley. Look at these beautiful big fans. So one of the things I'm going to do, the call letters on the jets, got to be very careful not to show them because they're actually owned. Many of these are owned. And of course, I'm just going to show you the quick spread right here. A little bit of music, very open area. Of course, masks are optional. There's Mr. Bob Morrow. Hey, Bob, you're live right now on Facebook. What's going on? Mara Intel, haven't seen you forever. So good to see you, my good friend. You're looking sharp. I love it. So what do you think about what's going on here? This is pretty incredible little establishment and setup.
Yeah, lots of people know about this. It's a great asset for the Coachella Valley economy. The FBO's award-winning special charter capacities.
That's right, they do the maintenance. They also store quite a few of these in the hangar here. You know, just got done talking to Supervisor Perez. I didn't realize he was the landlord. Riverside County actually owns the land out here, and that's the relationship. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, I wanted to say
a great hub for economic development for the East Valley in the future, and now even. But it's only going to grow, get better.
Pop on over to MaraIntel.com. I'll talk to you soon.
Right.
So I'm going to take you out here. This is what's really cool. Of course, this is where they're going to give the presentation. Look at the backdrop. Just absolutely beautiful. Out here on the tarmac, you can see little Cessna coming in over there. And this is, of course, one of their fleets. Was told that this could go to, you know, Chicago, Wyoming, this particular plane. This one over here also owned by DesertJet. But what I wanted to do is just give you this incredible view out here, this fixed operating base. Thank you so much, Laura, Rachel, Linda Evans. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me know where you guys are from and watching, as we are giving you a preview of this fixed operating base just celebration. It's been open for quite a bit. Of course, COVID affected a lot of different things. Took a couple of years to really get this in action. So just going to swing around here. Got Supervisor Perez right here, and others will be speaking a little bit later. And of course, this plane came in just a little while ago. It's pretty neat, very family friendly. Saw some puppies, some pets. Of course, all the luggage being offloaded. Able to come right through into this beautiful area here. And what's really neat, I was talking to Chris Little, Director of Marketing here at DesertJet, just a little bit earlier, and she was telling me that this is pretty much a contactless experience if you chose to. 7,000 touch points, I think she said, at a public airport, and then this airport here, and this particular FOB and terminal, or right here, can be 0 touch points, where you can actually go all the way through, check in, get on your airplane, and take your ride out. What a beautiful building. I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Come right in here. Just beautiful. So much different artwork has been established in this building. They were sharing with me about all the different art. Got a picture of Prince. And every single area within this terminal has something interesting to check out. Hey, Laura, what's happening? Thank you for joining me. So you'll just see that this entire place just has this, wonderful sense and feel for those that are traveling private jets or chartered jets. This is an amazing location. Wonderful staff here. People helping me out all day to get set up to be able to do this live and to showcase a little bit about this fantastic fixed operating base now operating here at the Jacqueline Cochran Regional Airport, also known as Thermal Airport. So what do you guys want to see? It's kind of empowering to be on the tarmac. Of course, looking east right here, this would be north. Chocolate Mountains, and over the hill there, of course, is Joshua Tree National Park on the other side of those hills there. Of course, this is looking south. And of course, west towards San Jacinto right behind me. Still got some beautiful snow on the mountains. San Jacinto right through the two buildings there. Just a gorgeous day out here in the Coachella Valley. So many things happening. Don't forget the American Express is next week. Coachella just announced its lineup yesterday, and on Friday, on the 14th, will be weekend 2 pre-sales for Coachella Valley weekend 2. Weekend 1 is already sold out. Hey, Hindi, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Isn't it a gorgeous airport, Laura? Makes you just want to book a flight out and go somewhere. So basically, you'd fly in right here, Thermal, heading over to the Thermal racetrack or anywhere in the East Valley. Repeating myself, but one of the only air-conditioned FOB and hangars in the Coachella Valley, sitting right here, DesertJet, multi-million-dollar project that's been in the works for several years, culminating in this ceremony today. Of course, where Perez and Jim McCool, the owner who purchased this, has a phenomenal story. Hopefully we'll run into him and he'll share a little bit about how this all came about. think people may be starting to head over here. Sit down for this wonderful, wonderful presentation that's about to occur. So you can see right here, we got these kind of cool spots for press. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Isn't that just beautiful? Congratulations. I know, and you're looking sharp, and I understand you're going to share a few words out here for Desert Jet. This FOB is magnificent, and this airport is stunning.
State of the art, it even has air conditioning inside.
I know. You and I can stay out here in the summer, hang out and get some work done.
Definitely gets 120 degrees out here, so that's going to be helpful to the folks that decide to fly in here.
I know. This is really beautiful, and I know it's been a long time coming and a lot of work, and very congratulations to Jim and Jared and all the work that they've done. And
Jared, Chris as well, and obviously the county of Riverside being helpful. Vinci Aguirre played a major role. Now you have Angie playing a role. Transportation Land Management Agency, the airport division falls under that. And so quite a bit of people have played a role in this over the course of many years, quite frankly. But here we are, the fruition of the labor is right in front of us. And who knows what's to come? They're talking about building another one that looks like this one right down the road.
Well, look at this. I mean, look at this beautiful amount of room that you have available all around to be able to serve this area.
Build a tower out there.
Wouldn't that just be amazing?
Let's see if we can get some commercial there. Commercial airlines. See how we can. Yes. Hi, how are you? Dennis, how are you?
Of course, in prime time. How you doing? There it is, BMW Performance live on Facebook. Yeah.
I don't know if we're live or.
Yeah, we are live. But I want to share something. Then my first touch and goes. We're right here at Thermal Airport. Yeah, out of Bermuda, of course. You come on down here. So I have a long history with your airport.
Yeah, that's awesome. I literally grew up down the street from here.
That's amazing.
On Avenue 53. I'm a CD High Arab graduate. Very proud of that. My son graduated from Desert Mirage. My other son graduated from CD High as well. And so it's just awesome to be here in this position to see the growth and bring economic development to make sure we create the jobs that are needed for our folks. The workforce as well is here. I mean, there's a lot of vision for this place here, but you just got to put it together.
Supervisor Perez, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments, and thank you. You're looking sharp. Thank you. So it's starting to fill in a little bit. Supervisor Perez, we're at the Jacqueline Cochran Regional Airport, and this is the celebration for the fixed operating base right here. That is Desert Jet. And how was that? That was a lot of fun. Plane taking off, getting a little action. Hope you guys are enjoying. Hey, Val, hopefully you stuck around and let you know. Hey, John, what's going on? This is Thermal Airport on the East Valley of Coachella Valley, about a mile or two from the BMW Raceway and just down the street. And, of course, the Thermal Racetrack, close to Coachella. Of course, Coachella, the city, borders Indio, which is where Coachella and Stagecoach are going to come back in 2022. And like I said, they officially announced yesterday their lineup. So, of course, we're live. Skip page of Little Bar right here. All kinds of food and things available. Of course, we have a little bit of a fun show right here. Hope you guys are enjoying this exclusive live set up by Desert Jet. And I really appreciate their access. It's always so much fun to be able to showcase this incredible location that we live in here in the Coachella Valley. And a lot of people don't even know this airport exists. Two distinct runways out here. So we were at the groundbreaking of this FBO right here, fixed base operation. And I believe it was a couple years ago prior to COVID, and we had an opportunity to do it live out here. And this was just dirt and just a frame, just a drawing on the board, really. And here it is, attached to their amazing terminal right here. And then I know that, Laura, it's a good question about restaurant. I'm not really sure. Of course, we've got Ross Aviation right next door. But I know inside the terminal there are snacks and food, ice cream, different things. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But there is food available, of course, water and different things. Thank you, Douglas. I really appreciate that. PearlCarService.com. Well, shout out to you, Douglas. You've probably been out here in Thermal yourself and picking up different guests that have flown in here. So let me see exactly who this is. Hey, hey, Jim.
Yep.
Jim, can I dive bomb on you? I'm live on Facebook. Chris invited me out to actually talk a little bit. So she shared your wonderful story about how you actually, the one about being connected, flying into this beautiful place, and now where you stand today. So you're the owner of DesertJet and all the company, Jim McCool, right? So this is fun. Now, did you order this guy in?
A good friend, he owns that pit special. He wants some acrobatic work.
That's
He's going to park right in front of us.
That's beautiful. So tell me how you are associated with DesertJet and you got from customer to where you stand today.
Well, I've been a pilot myself for 20 plus years, and I flew a more advanced aircraft, a Meridian turboprop in here. I think it was late 2017, and I never used DesertJet before when I flew down here. Parked, landed, and I was just blown away with the customer experience and the impact and the impression they made. And so long story short, I made some inquiries, and I always wanted to move my next chapter of my career from retired financial services executive at Charles Schwab to my passion in aviation, and to connect what I learned over those years of a startup to working for Charles Schwab himself. And eventually I became a co-owner. And then in May of 2020, I became the full owner of DesertJet.
So, you know, Denise invited me out here on the groundbreaking when this was just a framework and some sticks.
Right.
More than a dream, because it took a lot just to get to that particular point in time. So, of course, wishing well to Denise. I think she's out in Wyoming.
That was her vision, to put this all together and perseverance to get DesertJet off the ground. I'm indebted and grateful for her and her work that she got us to that point.
So are you seeing more terminals? Are you seeing another FBO? What's happening?
So what we're looking for right now is we're out of space already. Demand for our services, the DesertJet, has been outstanding. So much so that the big operators in the industry have been calling us up and saying we need more space. We want to increase our frequency of trips to Jackie Cochran Airport here at Thermal. We need more ramp space, and we're working right now to acquire more land here at the airport to build a look-alike to what you see this beautiful building right now.
Unbelievable.
So,
what a great vision.
And it's great for the people who work here. I've been in the desert for 22 years. I've had a home for 22 years out here. And I've watched this place go from a little dusty airport to what it's now becoming and will become. And the other thing that you'll hear me share some remarks on is the growth of this airport is outstanding. We have a 25% growth rate of operations.
How many I hear?
And that's more than Palm Springs.
I was just going to ask you. I hear that on some days that you're maybe even doing more flights than Palm Springs. Could that actually be
Correct.
possible? How many?
Let's take a look at the whole year, which includes all the seasonality issues that we have out here in the valley. We had a consultant that did some analysis and came back and told us that Thermal Airport, Jackie Cochran Airport, has been grown at a better than 25% compounded growth rate for the last 3 years.
Unbelievable.
Last year, there were 3,000 more operations here at Jackie Cochran Airport than there were over the same period at Palm Springs.
That's unbelievable if you think
Well,
about
it's
that.
not surprising because there's so much investment going on in this part of the valley.
Right.
And world-class resorts, venues, and the like are all coming to life.
Right, and even the American Express that's coming in, you have great access. It's
Correct.
easy pop over East County. I mean, flying into Palm Springs,
Right.
driving through the corridor if you're doing anything
That's right.
really too far east, it can be difficult. Anybody that lives here.
So the latest mission that I'm on, and one I'll continue on with everything I can do, is not just to get more land and get the construction project going for phase 2, but we need to control traffic. With all that traffic and volume, there are operators who will not come to thermal Jackie Cochran because there's no tower.
Right. I mean,
I think the tower will get more business.
I got trained in Bermuda Dunes, no tower,
Yep.
and so uncontrolled airport presents
how that works.
some unique challenges, and it's
Right.
also some freedom that does allow you to be able to come in and out and not have to do as much. But I agree with you with this size of an airport, the type of traffic, jets. What an amazing thing! So what has to happen to get a tower?
Well, we're working to put together a blue ribbon committee of local business leaders. Obviously, people like myself, our neighbors, all the folks who are here at the airport, because we all have a stake in this outcome. We're out to work with the state and county leaders, and also with the FAA, and we have to find the funding and get the approvals and get this thing done. It's going to take some time.
So you like a challenge.
Oh, absolutely.
What is it in your makeup that takes on these amazing things?
Luckily, I still have my health, and,
Yeah.
being a baby boomer, we never really retire. We just go on to the next chapter. So this is a fun thing for me, and I have a great team with Jared Fox and his team running the company, and so I can focus on the big picture issues and still have pretty close access to my favorite activity, which is aviation. One of my favorite activities.
Staff's been amazing. Toby, Chris, everybody's just so beautiful to me, and giving me the opportunity to showcase really this amazing FBO here, Desert Jet at Thermal Airport. I call it Thermal Airport because that's how I know it, but Jackie Cochran Regional Airport.
Right.
And I appreciate the invite. I love the party that you set up. You got a lot of classy people here looking like they're having fun.
We have clients, we have aircraft owners that we manage their aircraft here. We've got our officials from the greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce here, great supporter of ours. And of course, Supervisor Perez and a number of assembly people from the state. So I'm just so grateful for all that support.
Without them, this wouldn't have happened.
Just talked with Supervisor Perez live just a little bit ago, and so excited about the workforce and just all the things that you said, and the access that's coming here. And of course, they're your landlord. So I thought that was interesting. I learned and kind of a unique and great relationship.
We grow, we're going to create jobs. That creates growth to the economy. And of course, we increase our rents and revenues the county receives. So that's part of the equation. But
Well,
I'm just excited about the growth and opportunities for getting people inspired.
Oh, here we go again.
You'll hear me talk about that in my remarks about connecting with the schools around here. And I'll share a story of my own past. So I'll leave it hanging.
A little bit. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you this way, Jim.
Thank you for being here.
And I might be back at you, So we'll be talking.
Anytime.
CoachellaValley.com, 800,000
That's right.
social fans. Love to introduce and continue to.
bookmarks.
Great. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So what a great opportunity to speak with the owner. And now we got another airplane taking off right here. How fun is this, guys? Live here, Regional Airport, Thermal, Jackie Cochran Regional Airport, and coming in. So this is the way it is. You land, taxi on in, get yourself serviced, refueled, dropped off, limousined or Ubered out, or perhaps you have a car picking you up. You might store your plane here in this beautiful FBO, magnificent project, and we're just about to get the words from Jim McCool and Supervisor Perez. So this is Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com. I really appreciate you guys. So Craige Campbell, I just wanted to say hello and thank you so much for joining me in this last little bit as I've been showcasing DesertJet.com and this new FBO here at the Thermal Airport. I've had a great time. They've given me wonderful access. I just want to thank the staff, of course, Mr. McCool, Chris Little, and all of it. It's just a beautiful day out here, and it's so much fun to be a part of this. A little bit thirsty, and I'm looking forward to grabbing a little bit of bite myself and joining in the conversation and sitting down and hearing the remarks about this wonderful accomplishment here. So, Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com. Today's California. I will talk to you next time here at DesertJet.com.
Regional Airport, and welcome to DesertJet Center, our wonderful building that we're celebrating today. My name is Chris Little. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for DesertJet and all of its business entities, and I have the extreme great pleasure of introducing our guest speakers and our presenters today. And I'd like to start with the one and only, our leader.
Just a second here for Anthony to talk to you. This friend of ours, Anthony Oswego, is a professional aircraft pilot. Give it just 1 second here. Anthony loves an audience, so he'll be happy to have us all here. So, again, Anthony Oswego, who is an airshow pilot based in Riverside County as well, who came out to give us a nice little show today. So thank you all for being here. I'll start off today by just simply saying we've made it. So as most of you
So we're going to pull this, right?